How are we doing, guys? All used to be Leicester City 1, Leeds United 3, post-match review of the game. Wow, guys, we've just beaten a top 6 team away from home, and we're silenced the doubters. You know, the critics said we were too naive, we were too open, Bielsa's not got the style to beat the top 6. Well, he's just proven everyone wrong, because he's just delivered a tactical masterclass today, and that's all I can describe it as, a tactical masterclass. We had 2 left-footed centre-backs in the team today. We had Stuart Dallas playing midfield. Everyone was everywhere. We had Johnny LUFC playing left back. It was all over the place. Rodrigo came off injured, Rafinha came off injured, and we still won the game because that was a tactical masterclass today. And people might dismiss it. They might say, you know, we got lucky today. Maybe in some spells of the game we did get a bit lucky, but we were outstanding today. That is the best results of the season so far, and it might well go on to be our best result of the season because Leicester City will finish in the top 4 for me. I've seen enough from that Leicester side throughout the season to say they will finish in the top 4. And yeah, you might say Vardy was in the team or wasn't in the team today. It might have been a bit different, but he wasn't. You know, we had players missing as well, so don't use that excuse. Leeds United were absolutely superb today. Superb. What a result and what a display they put on today. And let's start with the game because the game was unbelievable. The game was absolutely incredible. You know, throughout, one of the best games I've seen this season, not just from Leeds, but in the whole league. In terms of how end-to-end it was. It was attack versus defence from both teams throughout. It was end-to-end. Everything was happening in the game. So obviously the game started. We go 1 down after 10 minutes. I thought we were unlucky to go 1 down after 10 minutes. I thought it was against run the play, to be honest. But a lovely goal off Leicester nonetheless. Madison and Barnes, lovely of interplay. Could we foul Barnes on the halfway line? We probably could, but we didn't. But after that, Barnes didn't really have any. Barnes and Madison were very quiet, I thought, after that. I thought that defensively we did a fantastic job on both players, and I think if we were going to get a result, we had to do a good job on both players, and we did do exactly that. We go 1 down, as I said, and at that point, me and Joe on the watch along, we were panicking, and rightly so, to be fair. After the last couple of games, when we have gone behind early doors, we've had to push out, and we've been caught on the counter-attack. I was fearful of that today. I was fearful it was going to turn into another Man United, Tottenham, even Leicester, last time we played them, kind of game, you know, when we went 1 down so early on. But we didn't. We bounced back today. We showed real fight, desire, hunger. We were outstanding. Stuart Dallas in midfield, put in the perfect Marcelo Bielsa midfielder's performance. You know, he was brilliant on the ball, kept the ball really well, kept the ball flowing, kept everything flowing in that Leeds team. And off the ball, he was unbelievable. Off the ball, unbelievable today. Madison, he just man-marked Madison out of the game in that second half. Completely man-marked Madison out of the game. Leicester changed shape. Stuart Dallas reacted to that. But Dallas on Madison. Madison didn't have a kick in that second half of the game. Unbelievable. You don't see that very often off James Maddison because he's a top quality player, by the way. He was outstanding today, Stuart Dallas, and he gets himself a goal. Great finish, by the way. Great run, great finish. What a pass off Patrick Bamford. And it's 1-1 after 15 minutes, and that summed up the game really well. You know, it was such a dramatic first half. It was end-to-end. I thought we were going to get a goal before half-time, to be honest. I thought we were going to get another. And I was quite fearful of whoever got that second goal was going to go on to win the game. But it was us. I will go on to that in a second, by the way. Yeah, we see 2 players go off injured before half-time. It was just all action. Everything happened in that first half. Great advert for the Premier League. Superb advert for the Premier League in terms of both teams playing beautiful football, keeping the ball well, moving the ball nicely, and just playing beautiful, free-flowing football. We have some massive chances at 1-1 before half-time where we could go 2-1 up. What a save of Kasper Schmeichel off Patrick Bamford's header. Outstanding save, by the way. Probably one of the saves of the season. How he's managed to claw that back from the goal line in terms of the power Patrick Bamford's put on behind the header. How close Patrick Bamford is stood to Kasper Schmeichel. Unbelievable save that. Obviously Click Top taps it in after that, but he's clearly offside. Then Schmeichel makes 2 really top saves off Harrison and Rafinha. And Castagna just could not cope with Harrison in that first half. And Leicester fans will tell you he came off injured. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I think that was more of a tactical decision, to be honest. If you disagree, fair enough. But I did think that was probably more down to Castagna was just had no control over Harrison. Harrison was unbelievable today. And so was Rafinha. So was the whole team, to be fair. I'm not going to just single out people and because as a team, it was a team performance today. Obviously, Leicester had chances before half-time where they could have gone 2-1 up themselves. They did probably take that last 10 minutes of the half. They looked dangerous. Great save off LEILEE, off Tielemans, who I think it was Tielemans. It might have well been Perez, but it was someone who made that late run into the box. I'm pretty sure it was Tielemans. I've not watched it back, but someone will probably correct me on that in the comments. I'm pretty sure it was Tielemans who made that late run. Great balling off Albrighton, and a really good save at a really important time. Because if we go in 2-1 down at half time, it's probably a different game at that stage. But we didn't. We went in 1-1. We deserved to go in at 1-1. We did what I wanted us to do. We kept ourselves in the game. We bounced back quickly. We showed real fight today. And that second half, to be honest, it didn't start too well. After 20-25 minutes to go, before we got that second goal, me and Joe were saying, we get the draw, great result at this stage, because Leicester were really on top. They changed to a 3-4-3, they had a lot more space for the centre-backs, they found it easier to carry the ball out the back, they had a bit more control in midfield, the wing-backs were causing us problems, and it looked like a matter of time until Leicester scored, but that defence held firm today. Cooper and Struijk in that back two, the two centre-backs, outstanding in that second half, outstanding throughout the game. Every single time Leicester got a shot off, LEILEE didn't have to do anything because Cooper or Struijk will get a block on it. They put an interception, they just do everything. Everything you want to see from them. It was a perfect second half performance from both players. We get the second goal. My word, Patrick Bamford, who was outstanding in that first half, brilliant throughout the game. How many times have I said outstanding on this video? I don't know, but I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care. Bamford's finish. Now that is some finish, because anywhere else where he puts that, Schmeichel probably saves it on the day, to be honest. He put it in the perfect placement. Top bins. What a finish. Only didn't have much time to look up. What a pass by Rafinha as well. What a finish. What a finish. And we go 2-1 up, and at that stage, as soon as we got that second goal, we looked comfortable. We looked really, really comfortable at that stage, and we saw the game through really, really professionally. I can't remember Leicester having a shot after that, to be honest. And they didn't really have many shots on LEILEE's goal, even when they were on top, to be honest. And we just handled everything really well. We look like a team that's been in the Premier League for 5 seasons, not a team that's only 6 months new into the Premier League. We showed so much experience today, so much know-how. You know, we saw Rafinha come off. You know, at that point, you're thinking, we've lost a massive outlet. Leicester should surely pile forward now, and we can't get out because we haven't got Rafinha to carry the ball. That never happened. That never happened at all. We were absolutely superb today. Bielsa, tactics spot on. You know, I'm going to go through a couple of my notes here. The way we set up today was absolutely the way to beat a team like Leicester. And it's given us a blueprint now on how to beat teams in the top 6. You've got that energy in the midfield. You've got Dallas in midfield, man-marking people, because he's the master at following people around the pitch, but in a good way, in terms of picking one person and sticking to him and following them absolutely everywhere on the pitch. And then we play to a man-to-man marking system, but Dallas never lets the player go out of his sight. If he's given a specific role, we saw him do it against Eze last season, against QPR, Pereira against West Brom. We saw it so many times last season. We've seen it at times this season. But Stuart Dallas today, that's one of his best performances in a Leeds shirt. He was unbelievable today. It was a captain's-like performance from Stuart Dallas today. You know, the local-born lad as well. A lot of people will get that reference. Some people won't, but that was firmly tongue-in-cheek, by the way. So the Cookstown Cafu turned into the Cookstown Pirlo today, or the Cookstown Busquets. He was unreal today. Maddison didn't have a kick. The job he was given, he just did to perfection. And this is what we talk about. This idea that Bielsa's stubborn. Nothing could be further from the truth. If Bielsa was stubborn, he'd put Dallas right back and change the back 4 around for the top 6. And gone back to the back 4 that we played pretty much all season with Robin Koch out. But he didn't. He stuck with the centre halves. He kept that centre half partnership the same. He kept the back 4 the same. And kept Dallas in midfield. And that was a masterstroke of Bielsa. Click came on, looked comfortable. We looked comfortable in midfield. Unreal. Dallas today was the reason for me. He wasn't necessarily the best player. I thought Bamford was the best player today. It was a 10 out of 10 performance from him, which we give him in the player ratings, to be fair. And check that video out, guys. And make sure you like this video. Make sure you like all our videos. Please do. It does mean a lot to us. It really does mean a lot to us. Subscribe if you are new. But anyway, Dallas today. You know what? I'm going to say it. I think that was Dallas' best performance in a Leeds shirt. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Was that Stuart Dallas' best performance in a Leeds shirt? Because I can't think of one better. He was outstanding last season. He's been brilliant this season. But in terms of individual performances, that's his best for me. That was just unreal. Unreal today. I think Joe Wayman said it perfectly. He's our James Milner at the minute. He is our James Milner. I never thought Stuart Dallas would adapt to be a midfielder, but today he proved me wrong massively. Big time he proved me wrong, because he was superb in that game. You know, the flow of the game was, as soon as we went 2-1 up and got the equaliser, that game, we had control for large spells. We really did have control for large spells, and I can't ask for anything more than that. I think, you know, I've got so many notes here, but just in general, you know, I don't think, really, you look at these going into these top 6 games, that we've ever been that far off getting the result. Today, yes, some of the margins might have gone for us when LEILEE made that save at 1-1. We bounced back quickly to make it 1-1 ourselves. But we never really have been that far off. I know we lost 3-0 at Tottenham, but we did a lot of the right things in that Tottenham game. Certainly first half an hour, we did really well. But of course, the headlines didn't make that. The headlines made it all about Bielsa being naive. But you saw that adaptation in that Tottenham game where the fullbacks didn't push up as high. Today, that was very much the same kind of theme of the game. Aiden and Alioski stayed deep. You know, they made sure they tracked Barnes and Albrighton respectively, or Maddison and Barnes in the second half. They did that really well. And the whole team just looked like it knew exactly what it was doing. We went 1 down and the team just was like, no problem. We've got full confidence, we'll get back in this game. And I can't ask for anything more than that from the team today. I can't tell you how happy I am, guys, because I was starting to panic a little bit after the last couple of performances, the way we were giving the ball away, playing out the back, a couple of mistakes defensively. Today, every single element of our game was perfect today. And that third goal, I've not even got onto that third goal. That third goal we don't score at any stage this season in terms of how we defend. Stewart wins the header. Dallas holds the ball up brilliantly. Click plays the ball through to Bamford. Bamford obviously times his run to perfection, and Bamford very unselfishly passes the ball across to Harrison. He makes a brilliant run, bit like his Reading goal. Fantastic run into the box, and we go 3-1 up, and you know, we can possibly say at that point 3-1 up. If it goes to 3-2, Leicester are really going to put us under pressure. Well, no, we were so comfortable, you know, so comfortable. The stats may say differently, but I can use my eyes and I can tell you with my eyes that Leeds United looks comfortable for large spells of that game. And full credit to us, because Leicester aren't a bad team. And I don't think Leicester played badly today. I really don't. I really don't think Leicester played badly at all. I just think it shows how good we were. And I think that should be the theme of the game. What a fantastic game of football, by the way. 2 fantastic managers, Brendan Rodgers, Marcelo Bielsa, who play football the right way. And what a great advert for the Premier League that was today. And what a fantastic win that was for Leeds United. All the positives for me. All the positives. There might be some negativity towards Leicester after throwing away their title charge. Give Leicester credit. Leicester City, long term, well, probably medium term, are what Leeds United are going to have to look at in terms of recruitment, in terms of slowly building the club. Andrea Radrizzani's mentioned it. And yeah, and the fact we've beaten them today shows that I think we're slightly ahead of where we should be, really. I think this season was about survival, but we're ahead of that, you know. We've got Robin Cox come back in. We have got injuries, I know, but we've got these players to come back. We've had some bad luck along the way, but you know what? We can push forward. You know, I'm not so sure about Europe. I know Mr. Wayman is very positive about pushing for Europe, but I'm not quite sure on that just yet. I think that might be just a step too far. But look, the league is very open at the minute. We've just put together 2 fantastic away wins, put together a couple more wins, and all of a sudden you're shooting up that table. We're actually on the same amount of points at this stage of the season as what Sheffield United were on last season. Sheffield United almost finishing in Europe, so my word, guys. Wow. Make sure you put in the comments down below your thoughts on this game today. We're straight back into it on Wednesday night. Fantastic support for the channel recently. Or just, not recently. What am I going on about recently? Throughout the last 2.5 years, it's been superb. But the last couple of weeks especially, you guys have really got on board what we've been trying to do. Videos every day. Plenty of post-match content. And I can't thank you guys enough for your support. And that performance today, we got our win against the top 6. Bielsa's critics of Bielsa's style, he does not need to adapt. That is the one thing that's clear from today. Marcelo Bielsa, to be successful at this Leeds United team, to successfully get this Leeds United team back to where it was at the start of the 2000s, does not need to adapt. We just need to constantly build tiny little tweaks and that lot. But this idea that we need to go in compact, drop deep, sit 10 men behind the ball is absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It's just... I don't know, it's a prehistoric idea for me now. You see more and more teams try and play football, and that is the way to go. You've seen 2 teams today try and play football. What a game of football it was. Fair play to Leicester. They've got some quality players there. They're giving everyone a benchmark to aim for. And yeah, I think we're capable of fulfilling that. Great game of football. And guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. See you later, guys. We will have a pre-match video tomorrow night with Everton fans, and our own pre-match with Leeds United fans on Tuesday night as well. And of course the game on Wednesday, every single day, constant on All Leeds TV. See you later, guys. I've been Oscar Marriott. See you later.